cute.
All right, but we're going to focus on a more serious but essential discussion. I said this earlier. Nobody wants to have a need for this next product and not have it because you're not in a position to go out and get it. So what do I mean? It's the thermometer. As essential to your emergency kit, your first aid kit, as pain reliever or, you know, a heating pad or anything else. But boy, have we come a long way from the mercury-filled glass ones that you would hold up like this and kind of be like, I don't know if that's 98 or 108, right? You know, this is the completely digital thermometer that requires no contact. So a sleeping baby, a sleeping grown-up, and even like water temperatures and air temperatures can be measured without having to touch a thing. It's from Homewell, and it's back. And wow, this price tag. $18.98 plus your free shipping. It's the stocking stuffer that people will use and will appreciate you giving them this as a gift. Good to see you.
And you know, it's a very caring gift also, but please, if you can't think of where your thermometer is or you haven't upgraded in a long time, now's the time. I was just showing everyone how it saves the 32 readings, the 32 past readings. That's great. I also really like that you can do the surface, air, or body, but you know, right now we're really focusing on the body because that's so important, but you just switch for modes to do that if you want to go for surface, air, or body. You can turn the sound on or off. I keep it on just because for demonstration purposes, but it is great to have it off if you're taking a baby's temperature, a toddler's, somebody who's recovering from surgery or you don't want to wake them up. So I like the batteries come with it, the little bag.
Nice. Okay, can we try it on me?
Oh, yes. Okay. So you don't want to be more than 2 inches. You can be very close, but you don't want to be more than 2 inches away. And you are 97.7. So that's pretty typical. I mean, before people used to always say 98, but that's not true because that was an internal temperature.
Right.
So this is...
And I've taken my temperature so many times that I know I'm always below 98.6. If I'm actually at 98.6, I suspect that something's wrong because my temperature's never that high. And I love that it will actually tell you like green, orange, or red, depending on the readout that you get.
That is so great too, because so many of us, we need readers, and you can take someone's temperature and just by the backlight of it being green, you know that the temperature's in the normal zone. If it's yellow, it's in the danger zone, and if it's red, then it's elevated to a fever. And if you have that sound on, when it turns red, it will actually beep also. But you know, this is important not just to have for yourself, especially, but when you do telehealth now, a lot of people, they don't go to the doctor's office anymore. They take it, they have that appointment at home, and the first thing the doctor says, do you have a fever? You know?
Yeah, and then you could take it in the moment. We have 700 orders. I had this funny moment when I was just opening up the presentation where I wasn't really paying attention to the price, and then I looked over, and in my head, I thought it would have been, I don't know, like $29, $30. And it's $18.98 plus free shipping. If you, by the way, if you have a son or daughter who's off to college or in their own apartment, I can all but guarantee you that they either don't have one unless you gave them one, I know this from my own daughter, or they probably misplaced the one that they had. This is great to give them for the next time they call you and say, Mom, I don't feel well. Because no matter how old they are, they're probably calling you still to tell you that they don't feel well, Janine, you know this. And what's the first thing we're going to ask? Well, do you have a fever? You know, I don't know, maybe I feel kind of funky. Okay, well, go take your temperature, right? And this anyone can do. You point, you press, you get the readout. And if you, I remember being the worrisome new mom, there it is, you know, for an infant, and never knowing, you know, well, and I don't want to take her temperature because that's going to wake her up. And so I'll wait another half an hour before I take it. And that's critical time that's passing, right? If you want to be that neurotic mom like I was and take the temperature every 5 minutes you can, the baby will never know. And I love that we were seeing in that video that you could take the temperature of baby formula, of a bath water, of other things.
Even if, you know, if your fiance is freezing and you're hot and you want to say what temperature the thermometer is on the wall, you can say, it's 70 degrees, you know. You really end up using it a lot. I keep mine in the kitchen. And because it has a little gift pouch and it comes with the batteries, it does make it more giftable. Like think of teachers, nurses, your nail tech, literally anyone. It's universal. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've all learned a lot of lessons over the past few years, and one is to always be ready. Now we've had 1,700 orders. I don't like to be the bearer of fear or bad news, but it is cold, flu, COVID season. So let's be ready, all right, so that we're not caught off guard. It's B57545. Good to see you, Janine.
Great to see you.
Bye. Always a pleasure. All right, and an essential gift with free shipping, so maybe getting 3 or 4 makes really good sense. And whether you're in perfect health or a little under the weather,